This is Renita. It is March 18th, and this is another episode of Two Cents. Hello, how are you guys been doing? This week has been insane, super insane. Just to be honest, like my the anniversary of the death of my cousin, he was 26 years old. And he died instantly from a heart attack, and my grandma's death anniversary. It all happened in April, so just just getting by, just trying to. I just took a break, Lord. I just took a break to just get my mind right and things of that sort. Only thing that's really been happening in the news besides what we're talking about today is basically like Kanye, Kim Kardashian. I'm over it. I'm totally over it. Like recently, he was suspended from Instagram because he kind of went off on everybody. Even though the people were also antagonizing him, DL Hughley didn't get suspended. I know I am not condoning Kanye's behavior. I am just saying that if you play around and you feed the fuel, it just gets worse. Like he did delete everything off of Instagram last time we talked, and then this Instagram from Pete Davidson resuffers from a friend, and then all of a sudden Instagram just went crazy on Kanye's end. So he's been suspended for 24 hours. Meanwhile, while he's suspended, Kim Kardashian goes to Ellen DeGeneres' show and talks about how she tried to be the bigger person. Basically, both of them just stop. Just stop torturing us with this divorce. I just really feel like they both just need to go to a therapist and heal. And if they are going to a therapist, their publicist needs to control their social media. And maybe they just need a break. Maybe they just need a break. I need Kanye to go to the studio. I need Kim to go also to the studio and try on some clothes and model. And I need him to make a beat. And I need them to find whatever they can to find some therapy and some peace in the situation. Besides that, I was going to get into Will Smith saying that him and Jada are in a they've never cheated on each other. But I feel like that news has been far gone. Although it's been a little strange for him to say that, considering we were involved in one of their, entanglements or whatever about August Alsina. But, it is what it is. I do not know the rules of an open marriage. So I don't even know what's right or wrong or how that goes. So, like I said, I'll just leave it alone. But speaking of Will Smith, which kind of has something to do with Will Smith because I think he's an executive producer over the new show Bel-Air. I don't know if you guys have actually watched Bel-Air. I watch it faithfully. Me and my husband watch it faithfully, and we really love the show. Um, a lot of people are upset that it's not like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but we don't need another Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I think they were trying to make it more relatable to what's happening now. The things that were happening back in the day, I mean, we do still have the same things, such as, um, discrimination and Carlton being a little haughty and things of that sort. But times has changed, and it's different issues that I think that they want to cover, just like the stresses and the pressure of being rich. Like everybody thinks money is everything. Lord, let me just see how that feels. But it doesn't absolve you from any issues that you have or from um, feeling stressed out. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to kind of get into right quick this this post that was posted by Jay Banks. I have no idea who he is. I wonder if it's him. But it says Bel-Air says Ashley Banks wasn't never gay. She had the young guys going crazy over her. So why y'all have to switch it up like that? That's not the times anymore, right? So I think that they're just trying to make it more relatable to now. And Ashley, she's not really a main player in the show. And I feel like in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Ashley wasn't the main player till like towards the end when she was older because it's a kid, right? Like I think like her and Will had a relationship because she was the youngest and didn't, like her other older siblings was like kind of in their own thing. So she wasn't a main player in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the guys didn't really start following her to the end. She's always been a really pretty girl, but she wasn't a main character when it started off, and she's just trying to figure out, where she fits in, you know, um, as a kid. Like I think she's having a hard time being a kid, and she's having a hard time figuring out who she like. So things of that sort, but it's relatable to today. So number two, it says Carlton was a health freak and honored his body too much to do a line of coke. Carlton was a health freak, sorta. I mean, he did work out, he was muscular and things of that sort, but nowadays, like I don't know, like there is a Xanax and a pill popping epidemic in the rich community. So once again, I feel like they're just trying to relate to today. Carlton also was pretentious and was jealous, had a lot of jealousy and envy towards Will. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is the same. It's just he's dealing with it in a different way instead of like pouting about it. Well, he's still pouting about it. But Carlton was more likable in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm having a hard time liking the new Carlton, just to be honest. And then the third one says Uncle Phil was a righteous man and honest and stood up for what was right. So why they have to turn him into a crooked politician? Uncle Phil is not really a crooked politician. I think that he's trying to relate to the people. As far as him being crooked, he pulled strings to get his nephew out of jail, and I feel like the old Uncle Phil would have did the same thing. Like if you really think about how Uncle Phil, loved Will and bonded with Will, like after they got over, the growing pains or whatever of getting to know each other, he would have done that for Will. Like it's not a doubt in my mind that he wouldn't have did that for Will. So it's weird having these headphones on. I can really hear more clearly. I like it. And then Aunt Viv, especially the dark skinned Viv, wasn't never letting no man smooth talk her like that as a married woman. Well, Viv, the similarities between the first Viv and this Viv in Bel-Air, she did lose herself. She was still trying to like reconnect after being a mom, and the Viv in the original show, I think she was a teacher or a professor. So this Viv, she just kind of just gave up her dreams for him or whatever. I don't think that she is going to cheat on Uncle Phil. I think that she's just need to be around somebody that supports her dream, because Uncle Phil is just kind of the new Uncle Phil is just trying to put reins on her and control, kind of control her situation and her destiny. And he won't let her fly free because he wants her support now. He wants her all to himself. And so in this way, it's just showing like woman empowerment, like taking your power back as a woman. Like it is good to be a collective in a marriage, but it's also imperative that you maintain your individuality. And I feel like she's just learning herself and finding herself. So, these are just once again my 2 cents because that's the show. And I'm at the end. It says my point is why do they always have to turn a powerful, earnest, and healthy black family into a dysfunctional piece of work? I do agree with that. I mean, I feel like if they bring back Family Matters, things probably won't be the same. Steve probably wouldn't be like the nerd that he was then. But back in the day, we had to be goofy and silly in order for a show to go as long as it used to go. And now in TV, we can do some serious roles and be taken more seriously. Like if you go back down like the black film or black TV, we had to be super goofy and then have like a little message or something at the end of it. But now we can have a drama, and I feel like I know I've said, about Tyler Perry, but Tyler Perry introduced that drama where we can have these conversations of what's affecting the black community. And in this sense, the black, upper class community. So to be honest, I love Bel-Air. I love everything about it. I love the new take and fresh take. We don't need a new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We had that and we love it. It is a classic and it's on HBO Max for anybody that wants to see it, that never seen it. But for Bel-Air, I feel like it's a fresh take. It's a remake, but it's not. And that's what I like about it. Like if they same thing for Wonder Years. Like a lot of people, I read online that they were trying to boycott Wonder Years because it was an all black family, but we saw the white experience in the 60s and 70s. So why not do a fresh take on it and show the black experience in the 60s and 70s? So when they do these remakes, we need a flip, we need a twist because people in my generation saw this already. It's new to the newer generation, but it's a replay to us if they don't twist it to get our attention. So I like Bel-Air. I really, really do. So if you haven't seen it, I don't really know what network it's on, but I watch it on Peacock, and I know it premieres every Thursday on Peacock. So check out the show. Check it out. So we're gonna stop sharing here. So before we get into the next thing, let's listen to a sponsor.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Miss Metchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by Miss Metchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by Miss Metchi. Grab your products today at missmetchi.com/shop.
Okay. We are back. All right. So we're going to talk about Miss Wendy Williams. I don't know if you've been keeping up. Sorry, my lips. I don't know if you've been keeping up with Wendy Williams, but lately she has been going through a lot. She's been sick. They're trying to freeze her accounts. They're trying to take her show, and I think she's just enough is enough. So she spoke up today on ABC News. So I just wanted to get into her interview and break it up a little bit so they don't try to get me, and just see what's going on her end. So let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna unmute it and start again. Here we go.
Are you, Wendy, of sound mind?
Absolutely. Are you?
I am.
I love
now,
her.
Why would anybody assume you are not?
Well, when people want control of their accounts, they say anything, including something crazy like that about me.
Wendy Williams wants to address months of reports and rumors about her mental and physical well-being.
I don't have time to waste. Let's get this show on the road.
After health struggles kept her from returning to her show for a 14th season.
There's been a lot out there, and you talked about your health, but tell us how your health is.
Health is very well, and I actually have had a few appointments. I'm 57 now, and I have the mind and body of a 25-year-old.
So we have to put in the mind that she's 57 years old. So she's not, okay, I'm good for her that she has the mind and body of a 25-year-old. However, she's 57 and she's going to have some medical issues. And I think my point and why I get mad at something like this, because it's like she's worked hard. She's worked hard for everything she has. So why can't she take a break without everything that she's worked for going down the drain? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like for women, like we have to work twice as hard to get, to make a name for ourselves. And then the 1 minute we're not on, or the 1 minute we're not the strong Black woman, or the strong woman in this case, like, or in both cases, then everything gets stripped from us. Now I understand that Wendy Williams is not favorable to everyone, because her job kind of entailed like ripping people apart and telling her business. However, she's self-made. This is the real self-made person, where she started from the bottom and up. And I feel like she should be, revered for that. If she needed to take a break, she should have been allowed to do so. But let's keep going.
Wendy talked to us by phone, not wanting to go on camera, but wanting the public to hear directly from her, in particular about her ongoing legal battle with Wells Fargo Bank, which Wendy says froze her accounts for 2 months, a move she claims denies her access to her own money, preventing her from fulfilling her financial obligations, including mortgage payments and employee payroll.
They say that I need somebody to handle my account, and I don't want that. I want all my money. I want to see all my money that I've worked hard for my entire life. I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I don't steal. I am an honest, hardworking person.
In court documents.
And why shouldn't she be able to access her own money? Even if she's not physically well, it seems like she's not mentally impaired. Like, so I'm trying to figure out why was her bank account touched in the first place? But anyway.
The bank says they requested a conservatorship for the talk show host because they believe she is the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation.
Where did they get that from, though?
An allegation Wendy denies.
Why do you think that a bank has taken a pretty extreme step to say we don't think you're of sound mind to handle your own money?
Well, you know, I want to spend more time with my family and, you know, working out and waiting for the responses to my money situation in Wells Fargo. And they don't like that.
At one point,
I don't understand how that answered the question, but let's go.
during our conversation, a member of Wendy's team interjected.
There was an individual internal to Wells Fargo that Wendy worked with that Wendy wanted to have her son begin to come in and have a little bit more say-so and get a little bit of knowledge into the inner runnings of Wendy Williams. So the person that was there was going to be losing some of the access to Wendy that she had prior, and I don't think that she liked that.
See, that's what I'm saying. How did the bank find out? So this makes more sense. It's funny how people feel entitled and feel like they can just take something that somebody else worked for. That's annoying. Of course, it would go to her heir. Wouldn't that make sense for him to know the inner runnings? Because this is his inheritance one day. You know what I'm saying?
Just last month, it was announced that after 14 seasons, Williams' talk show would come to an end. And that Sherri Shepherd would take over the time slot and get her own talk show this fall.
Here's our special guest host, Sherri Shepherd.
Shepherd had been one of the
They kind of shape the same, aren't they?
fan favorites, filling in for Williams, who was said to be sidelined because of complications from her Graves' disease and thyroid condition. A spokesperson for the talk show host previously said it's been a challenging time for Wendy as she deals with her health issues, adding that Wendy has been assured that should her health get to a point where she can host again, she'd be back on TV at that time.
How close are you now, would you say, to being able to being comfortable enough to start working again?
I'm very comfortable. You know, my partners with the show, everybody's ready.
You're telling me at this moment you are prepared physically and mentally. You could go back to work and start hosting a show as early as tomorrow. You feel fit enough to do so?
Well, give me about 3 months. There are private things that I have to deal with, and then I'll be ready to come back and be free and ready to do my thing.
I'm on fire.
I mean, first she needs to get her money back and get back into the groove of things. Like, she's been out of commission for a while.
Let's go.
Before we ended our chat, the self-proclaimed queen of all media wanted to speak directly to her fans.
This is what I would love to say to my Wendy watchers. Keep watching, because I'm going to be back on the Wendy show, bigger and brighter than ever.
Wells Fargo did not comment at this time on this update, but in February they did tell People magazine that they deny any allegations of improper actions with respect to Wendy's account.
Yeah, of course they're not gonna say anything. Like, we didn't know what happened. You know, we just thought. But I feel like when it comes to conservatorships, somebody has to put that request in, you know. And what are the laws around conservatorships? Because we see that so much, like with Britney Spears. And I know with a lot of senior citizens, like, where's your saying that, you know, like, how can a person determine you not mentally, you know, set to handle your own affairs? I mean, I realize a therapist can do that, but like in this case, it was no therapist. In this case, it was based off an opinion or someone feeling like they were losing ground or access to her money. So if you know any particulars about conservatorships, please reach out to me. If you're watching on YouTube, leave it in the comments. If you're watching it on the podcast, leave it in the comments, or you can leave a voicemail through Anchor and just answer that question. And I will premiere it on the next 2 cents. And also on social media sites. And why are we talking about social media sites? Please be sure to subscribe to the BYOK platform YouTube channel. The link for the podcast on the podcast description will be in there. Be sure to subscribe. TikTok, I'm on Be Your Own Kind. Twitter, I'm at Be Your Own Kind 24, and Instagram, underscore your own kind. Also, you can go to the website www.beyourownkind.com to keep up with all the content. I am a one woman show, y'all, so I try to keep it as updated as possible. As far as the blogging and things of that sort, I did release a couple of merchandise. I'm still building that up, so if you want to just check that out or subscribe to the email newsletter, holla at your girl. Before we get into our last topic of this episode, let's do another commercial. This month's CBS 3 Designs will be highlighting famous TV shows. Make sure that you check us out on Etsy. Type in CBS 3 Designs and get to shopping. Okay. So now, if anyone has watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, everybody is very familiar with Miss Jocelyn Hernandez. Honestly, her belligerence and rude and brass behavior was why I liked the show in the first place. She quit? I think she quit Love and Hip Hop because she didn't want to be there anymore. And then later on, she said, kind of, imply, "Hey, I'm here to stay." And apparently, she was because couple of years back, she had a show on Zeus called Jocelyn's Cabernet. So it is on. I don't know if it's on the second or third season because I do not watch it and I don't have Zeus. But now I'm really curious, on this show. Like, there's a lot going on, and I was addicted to the "Do It Like a Show Be Day." That's my song on TikTok. I couldn't get enough of that. But anyway, let's get into what's going on because it's not looking good for her and her new boo, who ballistic or something. His name is Ballistic, so is it really strange that he's acting ballistic? But according to MadameNoir.com, the reunion special for Jocelyn's Cabernet Las Vegas was full of violence and chaos, leading to one cast member ending up in the hospital. Now, I don't know why people are shocked about the violence. I've seen some snippets here or there on Instagram, and somebody coughed, and Jocelyn kind of went off on them about coughing. Like, Jocelyn is a character, you know what I'm saying? She's a character. She's here to entertain. But I feel like on her own show, it seemed like she took it upon herself to take it up a notch. So Amber Lee went to social media. I'm assuming this is somebody that's on the show. Amber Lee went to social media and accused Jocelyn Hernandez and her boyfriend, producer Ballistic Beats, of physically assaulting her. She went on Instagram Live with fellow cast member Kay Capri when she was in the hospital after the alleged attack and showed off her bruised ribs and detailed, what happened. She says, "I'm in the hospital because Jocelyn kicked me and Ballistic attacked me." She said, "I only came to the hospital because my ribs are very bruised because Jocelyn had some big ass boots on and she kicked me." She added that Ballistic also participated in the attack and she plans to take legal action against him. Why they kicked her and why a man would jump in is beyond me. She said, "He ripped my real hair out. We're going to handle this in court." She continued, "He's going to jail, no questions asked. I'm not stopping and I'm going to get an order of protection." So she went on Instagram Live, which is right here. So I figured it's only a minute and 25 seconds. So I feel like we'll just hear Amber out to see what happened.
They was mad. They was so mad. Like, how can you be so mad if y'all got all this?
This is her and Kay Capri.
I got all this motherfucking fame and followers and Gucci and like, why y'all so mad at us then?
And she's in the hospital on Instagram Live for those that's listening to the audio version.
She got mad when I started saying, "Get that money, baby.
Yeah.
I see you.
Did you hear me?
Put that in me. I come from the street."
Don't take me
She
back.
Jumped up when I started singing that voice. She said, "Fake it."
Don't take me back to the street. I kept calling her Chanel and all that shit.
Oh my God.
That shit was
Yes, I'm in the hospital because Jocelyn kicked me and Ballistic attacked me, but I only came to the hospital because my ribs are very bruised because Jocelyn has some big ass boots on and she kicked me. My ribs look like this.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, she kicked her hard, y'all. Look at that.
So I have to make sure that my ribs aren't broken or bruised. Other than that shit, I'm good. Ballistic just ripped my hair off my head. He ripped my real hair out. Like, we gonna handle this in court. It's all good.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
he's going
God.
to jail.
He's going to jail. No questions asked. I'm not stopping. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to get an order of protection on him. I'm doing everything. Like I'm going to.
Wow. Wow. Unacceptable. So in the the Twitter, I can't think of the name right now. It says Amber and K Capri telling what happened at the reunion. Ballistic and Jocelyn attacked Amber at the reunion. They might not put this episode out because it's tea. Jocelyn was high off coke and everything. Oh my God. Um, this is from Nisi Monet. That's in the caption. That's the word. And so, I mean, it's not new to anyone that you know. That she's into coke or things of that sort because I mean it's Jocelyn Hernandez, and I think her and Stevie J used to partake in that, and he went to rehab and things of that sort. So that's really like no new tea. But oh, it looks like it's more. So let's go back. Uh, Here we go.
Mm-mm. When you were screaming at the end, who was you screaming at? I heard y'all doing a lot of
Ballistic.
screaming.
Ballistic. I was screaming at Ballistic for touching you like that. I was so mad. And then Candy on the Stick was trying to fight again, but I'm like, girl, you didn't do nothing.
I wish I would have saw y'all fighting, but as soon as y'all started fighting, Raven
Oh, we
jumped up
fought
and Diamond
again.
jumped
When
up,
everybody
and
left,
I had to.
we fought again. It was three of them against me.
Really,
Yeah, we fought again. No cameras though. I threw a bottle.
really.
I threw a bottle of water at Candy on the Stick and hit her in the face. So she got mad and tried to run up. And then
This is crazy. These are grown people. Grown people. What what is so bad? And what can a person do so bad to make you put your hands on them? Especially in a situation like this. It just seemed like I want to watch the show to see if it was just tension that just escalated over time. Like what?
Raven said, "Kay Capri, you got my $40? I need my $40. I need my $40. I know you need your $40, bitch.
Right.
I know you need it."
My fucking ribs hurt
The
so
internet gonna eat them
bad.
up. Well, I don't know if they gonna air this. They might not air this.
Well, Ballistic going to jail. He put his hands on me.
Oh, he going to jail. You know they left because he a felon. They felons, so they
Oh
left.
yeah,
They
they about
left.
to be double felons.
Yeah, they left and got on the
They're
plane.
both
And
on here.
they left and got on the plane tonight. She a felon and she was high off coke. So if any of us, while the police was there, if any of us would have told the police that she was high off coke, they would have drug tested her there and she would have went to jail. So she had to leave.
So why didn't anybody say that?
And now that you're
and that's
pressing charges,
and that's why I'm pressing charges. That's why I'm thinking about considering suing Zeus as well because y'all did that for their protection, and that's not right. Ballistic put his hands on me. Y'all should have held him back until the police got there, and y'all should have let him go to jail. But what y'all do? Y'all let them leave, and so I gotta protect me, and he should have never got to me. How was a man able to attack a female on a set of a cast?
Right. Where was the security guards?
But they wouldn't let us get to Jocelyn like that. But
I'm
they let
trying to
him
tell
get
you,
to us.
every time I swung at her, security created a wall. When I came out the second time after I changed my clothes,
So that is a good point. Like, where was if there's a whole crew there and the security there? Who was stopping this man from attacking this young lady? Is there anything else? Um, so in a response, Ali she posted, "Keep crying from your hospital bed with your broken ribs. One kick you flew into next day rotten mouth. Ho. So Jocelyn Hernandez is on Twitter like acting a fool. Now, imagine she's been suspended now. I think she's been suspended off Instagram. I'm not sure about Twitter, but Jocelyn responses is I Mortal Kombat one hoe, pimp slap another one, push one into last night's episode. Kicked down a few on the ground. I slapped fire out of everyone on that stage, me and my crew. Wait for it. I mean, this is gonna help Amber in court. Keep crying from your hospital bed. You broken ribs, one kick, and you flew into the next day. I think we read that one. Then she says your guts went went to your ass after that. And you see this is a Mortal Kombat picture right there. Then Jocelyn says, and you dumb bees, when you sign up for a reality show, you cannot file a lawsuit against anyone on the show, you dummies. She's been on this before, but I do not think that's true. But then it says, I have too much money to have time for bees that don't make me no money. So if you don't work for me, please kindly mind your broke down business. So go get an effing job, dog face, mad, jealous, envious, drunk, ho ho. And this is Jocelyn. So Zeus intervenes and they say on their network, the Zeus Network would like to thank all of our viewers for their continued support. While our programming remains authentic, loud, provocative, raw, unscripted, and uncensored, under no circumstances do we condone bullying, unprovoked violence, and men attacking women. But because they didn't stop a grown man from, attacking this girl, what was stopping that? So anyway, they says currently we are conducting a thorough review of the events that took place during the Johnson's Cabaret reunion taping. The safety of our talent, crew, guests, and fans is our top priority. We encourage anyone who encounters violence of any kind to seek help from their local authorities or visit stopbullying.gov for free and confidential resources on how to seek help. So this is for people that are in situations that they can't control. But these people were in a controlled environment where somebody could have stopped and prevented these fights. Could have stopped the man from jumping on the girl. Could have pulled Jocelyn back when she was kicking her in her ribs. So my opinion is where were those people? If you don't condone violence, where were those people? You know what I'm saying? So, um, like I said, the Instagram of Jocelyn was and Ballistic. I think they were kicked off of social media. That seems to be a thing this week. So, Jocelyn did release a statement here, and she says, we are, Jocelyn and Ballistic, we are deeply saddened by the accusations made against our family at the Jocelyn Cabaret reunion. We would like to thank our fans for their continued support. Jocelyn is the mother of a 5-year-old girl and will never take any action to jeopardize her family. But this is the same person that we just saw on Twitter that was showing the Mortal Kombat saying she kicked people and you drunk and broke and you can't sue me and stuff. So it kills me how they throw out that sympathy with this is a 5-year. Excuse me. I'm a five. I have a 5-year-old daughter. What does that have to do with you kicking people? Did you not think that you had a 5-year-old, daughter? And I feel so bad for Bonnie Bella because you got Stevie J acting crazy on an interview. I think last week or whatever. Just doing just inexplicable, probably coked out things too. I don't know, allegedly. And then you got the mom doing this. And these are parents. These are parents. Who is thinking of this little girl? And this little girl's been bouncing from parent to parent because one parent will be doing semi okay, and another. Then when the other parent messes up, she bounces to the next parent. Once again, and just like I said with Kanye and Kim, um, it's the kids that are the victims in this dysfunctional type of situation. And so the rest of the statement is Jocelyn's Cabaret was created on the foundation of female empowerment. One of our program's core values is supporting women, not breaking them down. While we support Zeus Network in its message in condemning bullying, unprovoked violence, and men attacking women, we strongly disagree with the correlation between these themes and the events that took place last night. What? There is footage of the events, and we are confident that our position is made obvious. You kicked someone in their ribs. In a time when social media narratives easily get misconstrued, we believe our family's response is being silenced by the facilitated deletion of both Jocelyn Instagram and Facebook accounts. But she's pretty busy on Twitter, and her response is there's no remorse. It's I'll kick you more. It's our more violence. And if you kind of just pinpoint back to her role on Love and Hip Hop, to me it's not beyond her doing things like this. Now granted, we have not seen the footage, so we like all of this is hearsay, but we did just a couple of minutes ago see Amber with the bruises on her ribs. So Everybody can't be lying about the situation is basically what I'm saying. And I think that this is ridiculous because if it's women's empowerment, what was empowering about those Twitter messages that we just saw? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give a shout out to the Blueprint Media Live that Miss Metchi, she is one of BYOK's partners. And the reason why I am mentioning her is because she was able to interview Lexi Blow yesterday on her show, which is Thursday, which lives on Facebook Live and Facebook Live and YouTube every Thursday, 6:30 Central Time. So I just want to show a little excerpt of Lexi's interview with her, and I'll put a link in the description box if you want to see the full response from Lexi Blow on there. So let's get into it.
Every girl on the show, because I'm already in 2 seasons. But between me and Jocelyn, as an empowerment, no, she didn't empower me. But did she give me a platform so I could, put what I have going on out there? Of course. Absolutely. Of course. Absolutely. But I empower myself. I've never had her give me a heartfelt moment where I felt like she was uplifting me. You know what I mean? But that's okay. I don't need her to do that for me.
Because you do it with
your
age and how she called it out.
Right.
Hearing what you're saying right now, how are you feeling in those moments?
It's like what kind of image are you trying to perceive? Because you come off as always been never empowering, like being a bitch. Let's be real. Even through Love and Hip Hop and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you coming into empowering, I'm really trying to.
So, if you want to see the rest of that, once again, go to the Blueprint Media Company on YouTube, and she's also on Facebook. So basically what she was saying in that interview is you're trying to say that you're empowering, but all you do is stir up crap. Like there's nothing empowering about what you do. And I also, I have another clip that I really want to share with what she said. So let me just upload that here and get into what she said, because how empowering are you? You could have handled that in a different way, except you're kicking somebody in the ribs, and then you have other ladies that's fighting and throwing things like what we just heard. So I'm just waiting on the snippet to upload. And so, here it is.
All of us had the free will to do what we wanted to do, but did she easily use girls as puppets because they were so excited and happy to be on a platform of a show? Of course.
Yeah.
Because if she would have picked more girls to have, more things going on for themselves or whatever, you couldn't really, they already have an image for themselves out there that they're going to stick to. So when you're bringing newer girls on, you know what I mean? And you're telling them, to act this way or do this way or do that.
It's like, like I want to be a part of this.
How is that empowerment? Because girls that you told girls to fight other girls. If it was empowerment, you would have said, let's sit down and talk.
That's right.
You're not empowering at all. Like it's just and
Right. So that's my point. If you are trying to empower women, just like if you remember the show like the Bad Girls Club, like everybody had an attitude or everybody had like anger issues, probably from, their childhood, how they're reared up. But towards the end of the show, they were different. They learned how to maintain their anger, how to manage, being impulsive and things of that sort. So it looks like in this show, these girls came in, with aspirations, and they left out worse, like kind of battered and being mentally abused. And we don't know the background of these ladies, but I do know that they probably came out worse if this is the type of treatment that they underwent. So what is my positive on this for the 2 cents? You just got to stay out of toxic environments. If you're in an environment and it just doesn't seem too copacetic, like I don't think it's good to stay there, and bullying happens to adults. Other adults do bully other adults to make themselves feel better, especially when they think that they're better than you, because there are people out there that when they have a certain stance or they've elevated to whatever, they feel like they have a one up on you. So when people think that they start, I don't know, they eat one of the Mario mushrooms and it's and then they just They just think they're bigger than you and you're just a small fry. You're not a small fry. Just because someone might have accomplished a goal and they quote unquote ahead of you, which is not really a thing, because we have our own goals and our own journey. So it isn't a competition, it's a marathon. But when people are pretentious and condescending and think that they're better than you, just look the other way. You don't have time for that. That's not your circle, and that's just people you don't need to be around. And I feel like that was the case in this. Like I feel like it was the case of, I'm better than you guys. You need me. I put you on my show. You know what I'm saying? And Jocelyn knows how that feel, because when she was in Love and Hip Hop, Stevie always had her, so high. But he would always try to bring her back, down so that he can have some type of control over her. And all she did was take that sadistic behavior that she, dealt with Stevie J, and just turn it on someone else. And then she teamed up with a guy whose name is Ballistic, who's actually acting ballistic. So I don't know. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. I really hope that something can be done. I mean, who knows if she's going to get a season 4, but I know that everybody's about to go to Zeus, because everybody want to know what conspired. But as violent as this was, is it even going to be aired? I mean, I feel like for ratings, they would probably air it just to justify they didn't do anything. But even if they air it now, they have the power and ability to edit that show. So we may never really know what really happened. All we can do is go off the different opinions that we heard today on the show. So anywho, what is your how do you feel about this? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments box. Once again, you can leave a voicemail on Be Your Own Kind. If you're looking to be a guest on the podcast, be sure to go to www.beyourownkind.com and fill out to be a guest. And don't forget to subscribe to the email newsletter while you're on there. So this is another episode of BYOK 2 Cents. What your girl is trying to do is to make sure that I can have this to you Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central Time. Just something to listen to when you're on your way to work, or if you're at work and you just want to, hang with your girl for 40 minutes. Also the live show will be coming back live in April, so I'm really excited about that. It'll be every other Friday, because once again, I'm a one-woman show, so I'm trying to make it where I can be consistent and I can just connect with you guys. I'm trying to build a BYK community. I also have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group. If you'd like to be a part of that, the link is on the website. So, and if you just so inclined, just love everything you see, be sure, and you want to just donate monetarily, I have that information also in the description box. My my PayPal and my Square, what is it called? Cash App thingy. And until next time, don't forget to be kind to yourself. When you're kind to yourself, you don't surround yourself around people that are not kind to you, and remember to be kind to others. And until the next 2 Cent, which will be on Monday, have a great weekend, and bye.